Today's episode is brought to you by Bearded Engraving. We specialize in engraving your custom logo or favorite photo on painted canvas, wood, acrylic, glass, and even leather. Always ready for custom work and will go above and beyond for you. Use promo code LASER to receive 10% off your first purchase. Find us on Facebook.com/Bearded Engraving and Etsy.com/Bearded Engraving. We appreciate the business and enjoy the show. Feel free to use that at any point.
Hello! Welcome back to another episode of Insert Gaming Here's podcast. My name is Morvine.
And I am the Laser.
We're gonna jump into some interesting topics today about the gaming and nerdy world. And first, we're gonna jump into a section that kind of makes our nipples hard. And today's first topic is the Burning Crusade Classic expansion for WoW. I've been waiting for this personally for way too long. Classic has kind of been falling off if you don't know it's the subscription numbers with the game. So the Burning Crusade expansion is going to bring back a lot of subscription numbers. The biggest thing about the Burning Crusade expansion is it's been announced in 2021, but it hasn't been touched on and it's not fully announced when it's going to be. Now, we had some speculation last year that it was going to be out around March, April time. We're going to get the old features that we had before. We're going to have the ranking systems with the arena. We're going to have all the same dungeons. Nothing's going to change. The only thing I'm questioning is what patch that they're going to release Burning Crusade on. But this game, I've been waiting for a while. I know a lot of people out there still aren't big on WoW. But WoW has been my game for a while. I've played Classic all the way through. I'm max rating right now. And Burning Crusade coming out makes our nipples hard.
Let me tell you, this Blizzard expansion, it's giving me an expansion, but it's friggin' hot. Somebody call the fire department. Ooh.
Yes.
Speaking of nipples being hard, let's jump into some movie news that I'd like to talk about. My favorite director, Zack Snyder, he's coming back to the roots of his directorial debut in a casino heist zombie movie. That's right, two things you don't think that go together, like peanut butter and cocaine. That's coming back together. Zack Snyder's coming back to touch on what I like to call the creme de la creme, baby. He's one of the few people that have taken the zombie genre and gotten everyone's nipples hard and made us so scared that we probably excreted fear juices from said nipples because he was the one that did Dawn of the Dead in 2004. The one that literally scared the pants off of me, even though I would like to call myself a zombie-core guy. I like to watch all the crappy zombie movies, even the old ones, even all the really weird George A. Romero ones that they were just like, hey, George A. Romero, why don't you make a zombie movie? And we don't care about any type of plot, character development, anything. And he was just like, yeah, sure, I'll take a paycheck. But beyond that, we're talking casino heist, zombies. What the hell? But if it goes to show, Zack Snyder's great at telling stories. And we've got my boy Dave Bautista from Guardians of the Galaxy and other great things like Stuber, whatever that movie was. I never watched.
I thought we were talking about the famous wrestler. Is his name John? Is it the same guy?
Yeah, Dave Bautista. He's the wrestler.
Oh, badass! I didn't even know. I was trying to make two and two click together. That's awesome.
John Bautista, I think he's like a, I don't know, a music writer. Isn't he on The Late Show?
Just jamming with my pal here, John Bautista. You know.
He plays the piano and he's from like Louisiana and he's like, ha ha, all right, yeah, Steven. That's what I'm talking about. Just a little bit of flavor, man. Sorry, not trying to culturally appropriate, just observations. It also stars Tig Notaro, which is a comedian. I was kind of surprised by this because I've only seen her act in a couple TV shows like the Sarah Silverman Project and a few other things. And while she did a good job, her playing a zombie killing mercenary was probably the last thing I saw her playing. So I'm actually interested to see what type of dynamic she brings to the group. It's got a couple other people that I can't pronounce their names, but they are seems like to be foreign actors coming in to knock out a cool part. If anything, if you like zombie movies and you like Zack Snyder, get ready for a peanut butter and cocaine sandwich because it's gonna be dry and fast.
Yeah, that's totally what she said. Hopefully not. But speaking of movies, we're gonna talk about and we're gonna react to the new Mortal Kombat trailer that we've been so desperately waiting for. This is the new Mortal Kombat since Annihilation. Am I correct? As far as movies go.
Yes, they haven't done anything. I think after that there was some talks of live action series, but that actually fell through a lot of times just because of directors. And honestly, I just don't feel like anybody was going to do it right. And this movie seems like they might be on the right path.
Oh, baby.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
You need to chill out.
When I got there, the torso out unit.
Oh, that.
Oh, we got some
So
viewers.
fucking
The target had superhuman abilities. It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole.
It's a tumor.
You've been chosen.
History, different cultures. All
It's a
over the
tumor.
world.
You got the dragon.
Reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking. I think it's an invitation to fight for something
I love
known.
this actor.
Oh my god.
They
As Mortal Kombat.
they could not have picked a better person for Scorpion.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Oh hell yeah.
Kung Lao. All right.
Kung Lao.
Fate of Earth is in our hands.
Mr. Roboto, all right.
Many of my people you put in the ground. We will not fail.
Ooh.
Kill them.
Oh. Hey, forearms. Classic. The
Sub-Zero.
oh yeah.
Oh, that was.
Ooh. He froze the blood. Nice. Nice.
You fucking beauty.
I think that last line sums up the trailer. It's a flippin' beauty. Oh my gosh. Classic costumes, man, like they touched on everything.
Can't get better. Like, if we're gonna talk about the way that the Mortal Kombat movies evolved, this is just amazing. Like, holy shit! Like that was amazing. Like, I'm way too excited now to go see that movie.
Yeah, definitely blown away. I was looking up on this, and honestly, like when I heard about it first, before we saw any artwork, just like anybody, I was worried about. I was like, oh God, please don't make another PG-13. Just, like the older movies were pretty good about cool choreography, and some of them had some cool fight scenes, but you were limited to '90s special effects, and even the early 2000s. So you could only get away with so much. But yeah, like I was so worried that they would do another wimpy PG-13 movie, and the director himself, I believe his name is McQuaid. Yeah, Sam McQuaid. I'm not sure what he's done before, but went on an interview saying, yeah, there's gonna be blood and gore, and we're going rated R, baby. And I can't be happier. Like that. Talk about nipply bits. Sub-Zero's got me rack out over here.
So the Mortal Kombat release date is April 16th, which is, it's not that far away. So what's going to happen, we're going to go see this thing, okay? We're going to go see Mortal Kombat, and then when we come back, we're going to have another episode for you guys about how Mortal Kombat did. But from what we've experienced so far, I don't think there's anything bad I can say about that trailer.
Yeah, the simple fact of them reenacting some fan favorite fatalities, like he rips the flipping guy's heart out. That's great. Yes.
Yeah, this is what we've been expecting when it comes to Mortal Kombat movies, and we definitely did not get disappointed with that trailer. So thank you, guys, for actually creating something that's going to be spot on with the games. Speaking of games, let's move on to our game reviews. So today we live in a gaming world where everybody wants that amazing Viking game. We've been let down a couple times, at least I have been, with Valhalla and a couple other name titles that I can't think off the top of my head. But recently, on February 8th, we got Valheim. Now, if you haven't played Valheim or you don't know what it is, I'll give a little backstory on what Valheim is and why it is pretty much the new game of all games. And it's still in alpha right now, too. And it's already got a 10 out of 10 on Steam and a 9 out of 10 on IGN. So you know this title is doing fantastic, even in its early stages. In the Norse mythology, there are 9 realms that mortals and divine beings inhabit it. Now, Valheim is a 10th realm outside of those 9 realms. But you're in like purgatory. You're kind of floating in Valheim, and throughout the game, you don't really get much context about how the story is progressing. The only thing that you get is a raven that throws you down into this world and kind of leads you through Valheim. Now, the main objective in Valheim is to find 4 major bosses, summon them at a summoning circle, and then bring their trophies back to the final remaining location where you will summon the last boss. And that's basically it. As far as I know it, this game has been amazing. The survival aspect of the game is fantastic. The crafting, the boss killing, it's one of those games that you don't get a opportunity to play very often. I've been disappointed by Viking games recently, and it's just been horrible. Valhalla was one of the worst games I've played in the recent ages. It has so many issues, underlying issues too, with it, that it wasn't ready to be launched off the start. The developers at Iron Gate Studios with Valheim, and they're also a Swedish company, just to give you a little bit of backstory on Iron Gate, created Valheim, and now you have this 10-player, you have these 10-player servers where you can have your friends join in. If I would have to compare this with anything, it would be on the same level as Minecraft. Basically, Minecraft with some Skyrim elements thrown in. The game is still in early access. I don't know what's going to happen as far as the way the game is going to progress, but they've already built a fantastic foundation for the game as it is right now, and I can only see...
All right, everyone. I'm going to need y'all to laser in for a laser game review. An older game has recently hopped on the Quest store, and I could not be happier. I'm talking about Gorn! Why I sound like Patrick Stewart yelling that is beyond me, but I'm talking about Gorn. That's Gorn, which I assume stands for Gleefully Eviscerating Radical Nemesis. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Step into the world of gladiatorial battle. This has been a dream come true since the days of old. As a young lad watching Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Are you not entertained?
I yearned. I yearned for the taste of combat and slaying Joaquin Phoenix. But his rap career beat me there. He didn't. Oh, I did. That's right, nerds. Get ready to sweat through your loincloth/butt flap because you can have endless fun hacking, slashing, and maiming your competition.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Honestly, I was blown away with the weapon selections. You have maces, hammers, glaives, spears, and even nunchucks. For you to go Bruce Lee on people. Seriously, these things are OP. Tear you to pieces. I love the special weapons in this game. You think you're blown away by the regular weapons? No. They have levels where you get to wield handheld Wolverine claws that will help you behead the greatest of champions. When I first unsheathed these claws, I looked at myself and said, "Oh my God, I'm Hugh Jackman! Oh God!" That's how excited I was. I was ready to cream my bagel straight out of the toaster. Not to mention, have you ever thought, God, I would like to be just like Mr. Krabs, high on PCP and fighting off police? Well, now you can live that dream, because they give you crab claws. Like most young adults who are too promiscuous, we have to battle some crabs.
How is this even, like, this is what makes this funny. This breaks people in half. Anyway, let's go get us some lobster biscuits, because I'm gonna need some, because I'm about to eat me up some crab right here, some king crab. Hooray, Dr. Zoidberg! He's so tiny.
It's all right, Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna help you. But I'm ready!
Get away from me!
And at first, I thought that these gauntlets were stupid. Just stupid. Until I started ripping my enemies in half with sheer force grip of my claws. That's why I love this game. It's so silly. It's so ridiculous.
Alright, who's ready for this? Here we go. Here we go.
It touches on all the great things of combat and gore and honestly just gives you the power to rip your enemies in half. You know, you can't yell at your boss for wanting a report by 2 when it's already 1 o'clock, Steve. No. You can't rip him apart with crab claws. It's just not possible. You're not a crab.
Although you wish you would.
It is possible. But don't do that. That's mean. Don't, you know, maybe fart in his favorite cup of coffee or something, but don't hurt people. And even though this is based on a cartoon animation, the gore is still there. So you might not want the chitlins playing this one. It might scare them a little bit.
There's a fucking eyeball. That's awesome.
Because even though it is cartoony, you do get covered in blood. And as I said, you're ripping people in half. In anything, your most stressful day, what would be better than to jump on your Oculus Quest, grab a spear, and impale your foe's heart upon it, and spike it to the ground. You can't spike it, but you can impale their hearts. It's so good. The custom game that you can set up for endless combat allows you to have fun with it. You have big head mode, you can take gravity off, and you can put the degree of armor and difficulty on your opponents. So if you ever get bored on the normal setting, it does get more difficult. Other than that, it's a little bit clunky because of the gameplay, but that's what you love about it. It gives you, the player, the power to defeat all the enemies in the arena. And you can feel like Russell Crowe and then start your journey as you fighting around the world. And for only $20, you can snag this on the Quest store. And let me tell you, hours of fun. On Sunday, I played at least 8 hours of it. And given my horrible in-shape physique that you can see, I'm glad you can't see anything past my nipples right now, I was in pain the next day. So if that tells you anything, my flubby, fluffy self was sore. My arm felt like it was going to fly off because I was hacking, slashing, and maiming my competition. And you can too. So money well spent. If you're on the Quest, this is a must-have. Even though it was on PC VR before, it has now found a new home, and it has revitalized itself in the gaming industry upon the Quest platform. You're welcome, and enjoy.
So anyways, guys, that's our podcast. Thank you so much for joining us again. We'll catch you guys next time in episode 3.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, and please comment. Let us know, how excited are you about Mortal Kombat or any other franchise game that's going into the movie? Let us know. We want to talk to you about it. We want to get your nipply bits as hard as ours today. The lawyers aren't going to like that one. But anyway, don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, talk to us. We love you guys.
My name is Morph.
And I'm the Laser.
And we'll catch you guys next time in the next podcast.
Salute.